My name is Brady Pfister, and I'm a franchise consultant. And what that means is I help people like you who are interested in owning a franchise find the right franchise for you and your family to own. And it's a really unique opportunity for me because franchising is such a big part of me and my story and my family's story. Decades ago, my great-grandparents were some of the original Dairy Queen franchisees in Northwest Ohio. And more recently, 14 years ago, my dad was working in corporate America, and frankly, he was fed up. He was tired of not being able to have the freedom and flexibility to spend time with me and my 3 other siblings, or attending our practices or recitals or playing golf with my brother and I. And he made the leap into entrepreneurship as a franchisee, where he purchased this FranNet business that we now run as franchise consultants. And so I grew up with the front row seat of him making that leap and saw the lifestyle change as an employee versus an entrepreneur. And so now, having the opportunity to work with other individuals and families to help them unlock that goal of franchise ownership makes this job really meaningful to me because it is so deeply ingrained in me and my family's story. When you start taking a look at franchises, what you're gonna find is there's a lot out there. There are over 3,000 different franchise concepts that are available to a potential franchisee. And it's really hard to parse through what a good fit for you might be. If you're looking for a house or you're looking for a car, what you can do is drop a pin at your location and draw a 10-mile radius, and you know exactly what's on the market from Zillow or Cars.com. But with franchising, it's not quite as simple to know what the right fit for you might be. And that's why we exist as franchise consultants. We want to help you, if you have the itch to be an entrepreneur, find a franchise that could be a right fit for you. And the way that we go about that is providing you with tools, with resources, and with education to narrow down that list. And the whole lens that we view the franchise diligence process through is, if a business is a stool, for that stool to be sturdy, held up by 4 legs, we want to build out the 4 legs of the business model stool. So what we want to help you uncover is, 1, what are your aptitude and capabilities as a potential entrepreneur? 2, what are your ideal business preferences? 3, what type of financial situation are you in? What type of initial project costs are you willing to take on? What type of return on investment over what type of time frame do you want to see an ROI? And the 4th is timing. Timing's really crucial. Of why is now the right time to buy a franchise? It's like having a kid or getting married. There's never a perfect time, but there are some times that are better than others. And so that's what we want to walk you through, to take this wide market of thousands of franchises out there and start to narrow it down to a handful that could be a good fit for you and your family. When you start working through our process, we're gonna put you through a pretty personalized, tailored approach to find the right fit for you, because what might be a great fit for somebody else might not be a good fit for you, and vice versa. And the way that we're gonna go about doing this is we have a proprietary personality assessment called the Entrepreneur Profile. What that profile is gonna do is it's taking 30 years worth of data that our brokerage firm FranNet has, and what we're able to understand are, what are your values, what are your motivations, what's your leadership style in the role of a potential franchisee. And then what we're able to do is take your results and match you with the types of franchise concepts that entrepreneurs for decades have had a track record of being successful in. So it's somewhere between an art and a science. It's not exactly formulaic, but we do have types of concepts that people with different personality profiles in this assessment have had a track record of being successful in. I liken our process to help you find a franchise to that of a real estate agent. If you're working to find a house to own, you're gonna work with a real estate agent. If you're looking at franchises, we're gonna recommend you work with a franchise consultant. And when you're working to find a house, you're gonna sit down with your real estate agent and you're gonna say, I want this type of house with X amount of bedrooms and bathrooms, with a big yard in this school district at this price point. And then you're gonna go to market, walk through houses, do some open houses with your agent to help find that right fit. It's very similar to us. We're gonna sit down with you and really start to process out what your ideal business model might be within the franchising realm. And then, just like a real estate agent, we're gonna go start looking at houses, but in this case, we're gonna look at specific franchises. And there's gonna come a part of our process where the best way for us to know what a good fit for you is to just look at franchises. I remember when I was working with my agent, we were looking at houses, and she said, Brady, I want you to just go look at these houses. And I said, I don't know if that's a good fit for me. But what that really allowed her to do is understand what my dream house was, even if the houses I was looking at weren't gonna be the right fit for me. It's the same thing with us. We wanna put you in front of franchises, gather feedback, get in the right ballpark, and then once we find that right fit, we're gonna know because we've looked through other concepts as well. Feel free to schedule a conversation in my calendar link, or if you'd like, you can shoot me a text or give me a call at 513-787-2170.